Today, we are going to be looking at bolstering physical education and physical activity within the school day. We're going to go over about 9 elements or so. We are going to be talking about building a quality physical education program. We are going to look at creating a collaborative team, plan a continuous improvement process, provide provide school level professional learning, gather data and input from your stakeholders. We're going to look at how to bolster your school communication. We'll look at and review current physical education requirements, looking at EdCode. And we will look at how to strategize inclusive practices to include all students. And finally, how to promote a collaborative culture that honors physical education and physical activity during the school day. Here is just briefly one of my absolute all-time favorite videos that I really like to use to ground us. Oftentimes, we get very busy as educators. We too become stressed. We too become very overwhelmed with the work that we have to do. I really ask you, as you watch this video, I really would love to just encourage you to think about why you first became an educator. And really just kind of ground yourself in that thought as you watch this quick video. Let's take a look.
We know why kids don't learn. It's either poverty, low attendance, negative peer influences. We know why. But one of the things that we never discuss, or we rarely discuss, is the value and importance of human connection. Relationships. I have had classes that were so low, so academically deficient that I cried. I wondered, how am I going to take this group in 9 months from where they are to where they need to be? How do I raise the self-esteem of a child and his academic achievement at the same time? One year I came up with a bright idea. I told all my students, you were chosen to be in my class. Because I am the best teacher and you are the best students, they put us all together so we could show everybody else how to do it. One of the students said, really? I said, really? And I gave him a saying to say, I am somebody. I was somebody when I came. I'll be a better somebody when I leave. I am powerful and I am strong. I deserve the education that I get here. I have things to do, people to impress, and places to go. And they said, yeah. You say it long enough, it starts to be a part of you. Both my parents were educators. My maternal grandparents were educators. For years, I watched my mother take the time at recess to review, go on home visits in the afternoon, buy combs and brushes and peanut butter and crackers to put in her desk drawer for kids that needed to eat, and a washcloth and some soap for the kids who didn't smell so good. See, it's hard to teach kids who stink. Years later, after she retired, I watched some of those same kids come through and say to her, you know, Miss Walker, you made a difference in my life. You made it work for me. You made me feel like I was somebody when I knew at the bottom I wasn't. And I want you to just see what I've become. And when my mama died 2 years ago at 92, there were so many former students at her funeral. It brought tears to my eyes, not because she was gone, but because she left a legacy of relationships that could never disappear. Every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the best that they can possibly be. Is this job tough? You betcha. Oh, God. You betcha. But it is not impossible. We can do this. We're educators. We're born to make a difference. Thank you so much.
So I've made the comment to my colleagues that I have seen this video. I honestly have lost count. It's something that I gain something new from it every time that I watch it. So I hope you enjoyed. And I hope that you are able to really just ask yourself or remind yourself of why we do this. And the work is all built around our relationship with our students. Our students are at the center of everything that we do. And that's why I love the WISC model so much, because the student is at the center. When we look at physical education, I'd like you to read this statement kind of along with me and just really look at some of these words that really, I know to me, stand out. When we look at quality physical education, sufficient regular physical activity not only helps prevent major diseases, but it also promotes learning, reduces stress, anxiety, and depression, and improves overall student wellness. It doesn't matter if the child excels in every other subject in school and grows up to become a successful doctor, lawyer, engineer, etc. With poor health, any professional achievement becomes secondary. So think about that for just a moment. And this, to me, is what really grounds us in the importance of physical education. I have linked where this article came from or where this statement came from if you would like to take a deeper dive at a later time.